You're
Okay,
welcome.
I hope I'm very good to speak in Finnish, and I'm so sorry you have to listen my terrible English because when I was a kid, my hearing loss was starting, and nobody knows about it anything. Almost when I started my school in the age of 7, uh, my teacher uh, said to my mother that I think that this girl does not hear so well. And this was, I got hearing aids, and that was the start of my deafblind story. But when we started to learn English in the school, I already had a very severe hearing loss, and so I can't pronounce anything. Only Finnish is the language I can really hear. I don't have to see lips, or I don't have to read text, but I can understand everything I hear. But English and every other languages like Deutsch, I tried it, and Spanish, I tried it too, and Swedish, not at all. Them were, I can't, my brains are so locked to hear Finnish only. And then nowadays I use sign language, Finnish sign language in my job every day, because we have a lot of deaf co-workers here, and also a few deaf-blind co-workers, and half of them are sign language, and half of them are speaking ones. So I'm working, like Kirsi said, in Finnish Deafblind Association. My job is association coordinator, and that means that I do anything uh, we need. Mostly my work days are full of reading low texts, because everything that we need rights for disabled people, and for people who had different communicate ways than the type people normally has. We need a lot of information in right form and in accessible form, and this is for deafblind persons. This is very small area people are providing right information in a right form. So our association is doing that, and when I said that I read texts of law, I mean lakiteksti, Kirsi. I don't know how to pronounce the word. Then I don't really read anything. I don't see. I have my computer here, and then I have a bigger screen there, and I have black wall and white text, so I can read it. But my eyes are so tired, and my vision degree is only 8 degrees, so I have only a small tunnel vision. So it's very hard to read with eyes, so I have to listen everything. And nowadays I have to learn to listen also English, and it's very hard. It's not accessible for me yet. I hope I can do it later. But nowadays I have to first, if the text is in English, I have to translate it by ChatGPT, and then I listen the Finnish version of it. And so I also coordinate our peer support work here. In Finland, we have almost 1,000 deafblind persons, and 55% of them are over 65 years old. That means that young persons with visually and hearing impairment are very rare, and we have only a few deaf-blind persons who knows somebody else deaf-blind person at the same area he or she is living. So our association have to provide meetings and different happenings for deaf-blind families and deaf-blind youngsters and deaf-blind adults, and for old person also. And this is my work, and I really love to arrange different happenings. Just this year, the biggest thing I did was 38 deaf-blind person went to Tallinn, and I did all the ships and hotels and breakfasts and every kind of restaurantes and everything. So it was very nice. I really like to do that, but it's not very accessible because I have to use the same software and same programs, same applications as people with not problems in vision can use. You always really easily you watch something. Okay, this I click on this, and then it's I've done something. I have to use only a voiceover with my mobile phones, and if the voiceover does not understand the page, I want to have some information or get something or know something when I'm looking for some information about how to when some place is open on Mondays in Tallinn. You went to web and you find the right information. Well, I have the biggest problem in this. At first, I have to find the accessible way to find the information I need. And this is very, sometimes it is very frustrated. I got frustrations because I think that if I was seeing person, this could be so easy. I didn't even think about how much resources a disabled person needs to do the same thing. So for me, accessibility means less challenges, everyday life. And when there are no challenges, everything is as easy to do as it is for anyone in this world or in this society. Because I am working in Finland, and we do different co-works with Swedish, Danish, and Norwegian deaf-blind associations, and all in Europe. But it's very interesting because the deaf-blindness and deaf-blind persons and the aids we use and we can use and the education we get to use these aids to do that is very different in the different countries. And so I think, because I don't know the situation, for example, in Bulgaria and or anywhere so strictly. So I have to do my best that we have a good situation in Finland. And because I am myself Usher, so we call us Ushers because we have a Usher syndrome that takes your vision and hearing. And mostly I when I'm telling about myself or my deaf-blind friends or my clients or anything, I think it is I'm very rich because I am here and I'm also at the same time in the normal world. I know how the normal world around is working, and I have 3 sons, and them are adult nowadays. But I haven't ever been syrjäyttää. I haven't ever been away. I have always been with my hearing and seeing sons and my family and my friends. But when I slowly got this vision loss, and when I full definite, I found the other world. I had to teach myself to accept myself first, and then accept that I am a part of this community, this Deafblind Association. I was, oh no, it's so hard, and what kind of stories we had, and everything like that. And then nowadays, when I have been a part of this a wonderful place and wonderful association and community, I think that I have given so much, because I know how easy it is to do something when you have no disabilities, and what kind of it is if you are completely deafblind. We have here housing services in Tampere, and we have almost 60 deafblind persons living here every day. This is their home. We have here is a garden, and where our deafblind person can do normal things that some people who see, they can only go somewhere on the park or beach or forest, walking there. But our clients always need somebody's help. They need normally they use an interpreter, sign language interpreter, who also guides and describes environment. And it's wonderful service in Finland, but it does not work as well as it could. And so we have this garden here to give possibilities to go out to some beautiful places where you can collect flowers, or you can do something, you can grow peas or strawberries or apples and whatever. We have every kind of growing there. And this is only one part of this place. This is our association's main offices here in Tampere, and this is the only place in Finland that is built only for deafblind. We have full accessibility environment here in the buildings and in the streets. But when I'm working here, and I'm always using my white cane when I go anywhere, I feel how hard it is to go outside this place. We have here in Tampere, we have very accessible tram, and I was in a working group telling them what kind of accessibility things we need, that we can use the tram alone, but we don't want to have somebody else's help in every second. We want to do ourselves in our own time things, anything, normal things. We want to go to shop, or we want to go to walk, or then, like me, I have a dog, so I just want to go out with the dog. I have to be safe every time when I go out. I don't mean other people. Of course, the people in this world is now very, how could I say, a full place when listening news. But I mean this normal life that everybody has, and they wake up in the morning, and then they decided that, you know, this is a sunny day. I want to go to forest walking there, or I want to go to the city and shopping something. And I want to do that same too. But if you are completely deafblind, you have to have a right to get an interpreter or personal assistant with you when you want. But that does not work in the world anywhere now, because we have to plan our days. But I don't. I live very extempore life, so I can't know what I'm doing next Saturday. But if I would like to do something where I don't manage myself, then I have to decide to take an interpreter and make tilaus.
Order.
Yes.
That you have to
order an interpreter with me, and then I have to wait. Do I get it or not? And if I don't get an interpreter, I have to decide: do I want to take part to this happening, or do I want to stay home? Mostly, I decide to take part, and then I am alone in different happenings, and I love this situation. There are situations when I am alone and I have to ask help from someone, because I don't. For example, I don't see guiding when reach the toilet there. I don't see this. I don't see bus numbers. I don't see any kind of texts on papers or some kind of places, anything. I don't see them. And when I'm looking for right door, where I have to seeing people always, they just walk, and okay, that way I am always lost and I need somebody's help. And then I have a lot of friends because because they always help me. And I have to tell that with my cell phone, I have two wonderful applications. The one is Be My Eyes. Maybe you have heard about it. Be My Eyes, you can register yourself as a visually impaired person or seeing one. And I am registered there a visually impaired person, and I have used it this way that I am in some place where is no one else. I can't ask help. Then I have to take the application, and it calls somewhere. Maybe somebody answers in Australia, and then I tell to the camera, I need help. I don't know where I am. Or I'm walking on the street and I have to find the building number 22, and then I can show the camera this, and the helper tells me, okay, I see number 20. Okay, go on, and I tell you, and this helps a lot in different places. Of course, it is easier if the person who answers can speak Finnish for me, but there is a lot of visually impaired persons who can wonderful English, and it's so wonderful application. The other one is Seeing and it helps in everything, because I don't see if there is coming some person. For example, I have dates, and I'm sitting and waiting, and somebody sits beside me. I don't see at all. Is it a man or woman? I don't see. Okay, it's not the most important thing. But then I can take this application and I show the person. I choose a person, and then this describes me. It says also the age of the person. Mostly not so right, but mostly. And it tells the feeling of the person. It tells me the person looks, oh, the person is smiling or something like that, because I don't see gestures at all. So, and then I can choose a text when I'm shopping and I don't see some chicken packet. What is in this? I can show it and it reads in the voice. Or I can choose landscape and show the landscape, and it tells me what this camera sees. And this kind of applications are very important and very easy, because you have always your cell phone with you. You don't need some other thing to get information. Everything is in this one place. And nowadays, when also deafblind youngs, I say our young persons are interested on gaming, different computer games and this kind of, and if most of them has several problems with seeing because of the tunnel vision. They see very strictly, but when the screens are very big, it's so hard to see because you have to always move your head a lot, and the contrasts in the picture or in the game are very low, or it's too shiny, or it's too dark. Then our visually impairments are this kind of that I can't separate text. For example, green text on gray wall. Not at all. It's only wall. I don't see colors nowadays. But our youngsters, they see colors, but they say that the gaming world is very. It's hard to explain, but they want to take part to that, but they are not so fast as the seeing ones, and it's frustrating. And they want to play as well as the friends around, the normal friends. They want to be normal, and this is the most important thing. What I can say, that the challenges means always resources in every person, and disabled person, I think, has we have to be very strong, and we have to take ability to use the same things that normal people use, and it takes so much resources that I have seen many times, even young or also adult, who are working, or they have studies, or they have a family, they have kids, or they don't have kids, or anything. They don't have resources to learn new applications, or learn look for the information they need to get, for example, some rehabilitation courses. So our association, the Finnish Deafblind Association, is mostly the only way where you can find the whole packet of the aids you can use, and the education to use the aids, and and the education to how to buy fly to Spain, for example, or anything. We have accessible rooms here. Our buildings are accessible for deafblind. We don't have echo. We have very good lights in every place. and we have inductive loops in 6 different meeting rooms, and we have everything that a deafblind or visually and hearing impaired person can feel, that the environment is fully accessible for them, for us.
Milla,
Yeah.
I want to tell everyone, when I was for the first time in this new building, it's really fully accessible. And I was in an elevator going off. And then it started to wipe like a little bit, like, and I'm like, what's happening? So Milla is telling, oh, we are entering to the 2nd floor. Like,
Yep.
So these kind of things, like really, but I was so surprised about your elevator because it was telling what happens like in the vibration.
Cassie, sorry.
Yes,
I
know.
This on. I was going to ask, because I have questions for Milla, and I'm sure some other people do as well. And I thought it might be a good idea if you translate to Finnish.
Yes, okay.
For the question.
I will try my best.
Okay, so I think that what you were just talking about is a really fantastic example of using technology in the environment. But it's interesting that so many of the technologies that Milla talked about are technologies that she carries with her on her phone, like Be My Eyes and Seeing Eye and those things. And I wonder if the closed loop, that's old technology, and the Be My Eyes is new technology. So is new technology personal and old technology environmental, or is there new environmental technology that we can make? That would be my question.
Ymmärsitkö kysymyksen? Että
Ei ollut kysymystä ollenkaan.
No, Adri puhuu siitä, että nyt kun sä käytät uutta teknologiaa, niin se on tavallaan niin kuin sulla aina mukana. Ja sitten jos puhutaan noista induktiosilmukoista ja tämän tyyppisistä asioista, ne on niin kuin jotenkin niin kuin liittyy siihen rakennettuun ympäristöön, ja ne on niin kuin jotenkin niin, että onko siinä ero, että minkälaisia niin kuin, juttuja tavallaan nyt pitäisi niin kuin lähteä kehittämään. Että enemmän niitä, mitä sä pystyt käyttämään henkilökohtaisesti.
I think that both of them are very important because, for example, inductive loops, you can't use them without hearing aids or cochlear implants. I have cochlear implants. So we always have to first learn to use some kind of aid that is just comfort for you. You need this and you want to use this. And this cell phone is for me the second best, and there's ears. Cochlear implants are the very first, most important aid I've ever had. And then we go to the environment where we can have these inductive loops that we can use only with these cochlear implants or hearing aids. And also this, because this cell phone is talking to me, it streams voices straight to my cochlear implants. So if I was completely deafblind, I couldn't use this kind of applications. And so we have to it is important to get all the new technology and to teach how to use it, and we have to provide possibilities to try them, because only by trying a person knows that, okay, this is very good, this is, I can use, this is mine. Everybody has own things they want to use, or they can use, or that are easy to use. So, but if there's no aids you can use, like completely deafblind person can't use only Braille display. Okay, they can, if they can finish text, because most of our deafblind persons who are their mother language is sign language, they can't Finnish language at all. They don't understand what they are reading on the text. And the braille display is always text in Finnish. And it's not very understandable. So, yes, and so they need the interpreter with them, and the interpreter is a person. There is not yet a robot, but I think the person, the human,
we will make one this
most
week.
important.
Yes,
Yep.
maybe. Yeah, we will make one robot interpreter this week. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't like to walk with a robot at all.
No, don't be
Not yet.
open-minded.
Okay, but I would like to plan my robot myself. So it's like if I have a white cane with me, so I've tuned it. I know this is my white cane. It's not somebody else's white cane because I have different things in it. So if I could have a robot who guides me, who tells me what he sees around and tells me, okay, stop, it's coming a car, or your bus is coming, or anything like that, it should be so easy and it should be so cool that I want to use that robot.
Okay.
Very handsome robot. Thank you.
So is there anyone else who wants to? There is one question coming. Täällä tulee yksi kysymys vielä, Milla.
So
Okay.
line of the robot, would it be interesting also to have some kind of system for artistic expression?
Niin, kuuliko sä kysymyksen?
Kuulin, mutta...
Elikkä olisiko tärkeää, että siinä robotilla olisi vielä jonkunlainen niin kuin taiteellinen mahdollisuus antaa sulle niin kuin ohjeita tai kuvailla esimerkiksi taideteoksia tai jotain muuta vastaavaa?
Oh, yes. Nowadays we have the sign language interpreters. A few of them are very professional describing, for example, Picasso's works. I have been listening and it was so wonderful experience because I really saw the painting. And I think that the robot, like a cell phone, is a robot. I can choose the landscape and then show the Picasso's work, and it tells me. It says always when it sees some painting, it tells me probably a painting that has something. But the environmental describing, it's very important that nobody tells me that it's so sad painting or it's so that and that. I want to make the feeling of the painting myself. So I just need things that describes it, and then if it is a face and the describer says that okay, it's crying, that person in this picture, then I think okay, is he smiling or crying? Because I don't know, and then the describer can't tell me the feeling. I have to find the feeling by describing the picture. And that could be easy for a robot who has no feelings.
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Not putting emotions on that,
But
describing like,
yeah, that's fantastic.
not painting the picture.
Yeah. And mostly you see that somebody, you are in the museum and you are watching some famous paintings, and you who are seeing it, you just, how lovely feeling, so peaceful or something. I'm always thinking about that, okay, what makes the peaceful feeling in this painting? I want to find the small parts that is peaceful feeling.
So Milla, I think we are not now a little bit over time. I know you have always to say, but it was really interesting. Thank you for being with us.
We have a question from Finland.
Thank you.
We have a question from Finland. Meillä on kysymys.
Okei. Ehtiikö vielä?
Joo.
Onko teillä kysymys?
Onko meillä muita linjoilla enää puhua suomeksi? Täällä on Sofialla kysymys ja Leetille ja muu.
No sitten Marko, aloitetaan sitten sun kysymyksiä ja sitten mennään toinen.
Mutta onko siellä englanninkielistä porukkaa linjoilla?
En tiedä.
Can I ask the question in Finnish or?
Please.
Do it now, please.
Yeah. I will. Yeah.
3 questions.
We have Team Finland has 3 questions. Question number 1. I was thinking, are there any applications for the deafblind? Is it tactile communication or something like that? Is it the touch communication? Are there any applications for that type of communication?
There are some kind of applications that based on the vibrations.
Yeah.
And I have heard about some kind of you can wear them on, and then they give you like small, not painful electric shocks on your skin, and you can feel that you have to go right, and and this kind of, I know there is, but them are not very commonly used yet.
Could that be a thing that we could develop more? For example, you said about the bus schedules and what have you. Could that be like a thing hooked on, and for example, in a mobile app or some kind of application that tells you the correct bus by vibration or something like that?
Kirsti.
Eli mietin sitä, että voiko tällaista niin kuin värinätyyppistä ajattelua niin kuin miettiä johonkin applikaatioon tai niin kuin viedä sitä pidemmälle vaikkapa niin, että kun sulla on semmoinen värinäasu tai hanska tai joku vastaava kädessä, että se niin kuin kertoisi sen vaikka just sen oikean linja-auton tai sen lisäksi, että se kertoo sulle, että me kumpaan suuntaan mennään, niin että se voisi kertoa muutakin. Se voisi olla niin kuin laajempi ajatus.
I think this is on work now because I was a few months ago. I took part to the Tampere Accessibility Unit. Had one student from Germany, and he was working with that kind of applications that gives different information for blinds, and he had a lot of questions for me of what I want to know about when I'm standing on the bus stop. But it was not the vibrations, because the vibrations are only a small part of information.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Elikkä, could it be possible that we could get those questions that Finland, I'm sure that they have brilliant questions.
Of course.
And then Milla has brilliant answers on those, but because we have Tom Fox already, he should be already on the screen. So could it be possible that you go together and Dairon picks the questions and Milla's answers and then share it with us all?
Absolutely. And I would go even further than that. I think if the Finnish labs could team up with Milla and work on these ideas some more, that would be a fantastic outcome, and we can present that at the end of the labs. That would be really wonderful.